It's time to call upon a very great personality. Every time he shares his thoughts, we are enriched with new learnings and philosophy of life. Any event at SKC is unaccomplished, incomplete, half done without his esteemed works. A great source of inspiration, motivation, a beacon light for all of us at SKC. His words enlightens us with knowledge, wisdom, philosophy of life, dedication, passion, perseverance. So now I would request our respected CMD, Dr. Stanny Pinto Bhartiya sir, to share his valuable thoughts on this auspicious day of national importance. Please give a big hand to welcome our respected CMD, Dr. Stanny Pinto Bhartiya sir.
SKC Pranam, and wish all of you a very happy Republic Day. I would like to begin my speech with my sincere appreciation, real, genuine appreciation to the entire team who has put in this show together. Believe me, it's very easy to do an offline event, pretty easy to do an offline event, but to do the same event in an online manner and get a merger of offline into the online is a real challenge. So the students who participated in the songs, the dances, the singers who did it, the teachers who were involved, led by the chairmanship of Margaret Miss, and the efforts put in by our editor Jwala, our ex-student Jwala Yadav, who has put in his best efforts to put this show together. I would like to really extend my sincere appreciation to the whole team. Margaret Miss, great job. Jwala, great job. Proud of both of you. Let me begin this Republic Day address to you by giving a little gyan, thoda knowledge share karna chahunga. Sunita Miss has already covered in her speech in Hindi, but I would like to further emphasize on some point and give you some history lessons. हम समझते हैं कि our celebration of freedom is on twice a year, 15th August and 26th January. But let us all know that there are two different days. 15th August is Independence Day, during which we hoist the flag. 26th January is Republic Day, when we unfurl the flag. Now, why was Republic Day celebrated on 26th of January was covered well by Sunita Miss, but let me again drive this point home. Originally, India was ruled by the East India Company. Somewhere in the mid-1800s, the 19th century, the Britain government took over the charge and then started all the atyachar. They took away the freedom from us. They took away our peace. They took away everything from us. एक सोने की चिड़िया थी, सब कुछ ले लिया गया हमसे. And then the national uprising came, 1857, Rani Lakshmi Bhai Jhansi wala uprising, when everybody said, हमको freedom movement, हमको British से आजादी चाहिए. And संघर्ष चालू हुआ. Many people gave their lives. In 1981, the government of Britain made an act, the Constitution for India, कि जिस Constitution for India चलेगी, which was not okay for us. And hence, in 1919, just before the Jallianwala Bagh, the British government came and said, Indians have really cooperated. So many soldiers have put down their lives in the First World War, and as a mark of repayment to all of you, as a mark of gratitude for what you have done during the First World War, we will give you dominion status. अभी यहाँ ध्यान से सुनिए, 1919 तक ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट ने कभी भी इंडिया को कुछ भी हक देने से इनकार किया था. In 1919, the first time they came and they said that we will give you dominion status, और फिर दिया नहीं गया था. So all the political parties in India were still claiming for dominion status. जैसे कि कोई फेरी वाला घर पे आता है हमें कुछ बेचने के लिए और वो बोलता है ये एप्पल 150 रुपए किलो है, और फिर बोलते सॉरी मुझे चूक हुआ, मैं 200 में बेचूंगा। फिर आप नहीं आपने 150 बोला, आप 150 में दो, आपने 150 बोला, आप 150 में दो। Then we don't think of asking bill 150 because he has already put in our brain कि 150 था, मैं 150 मांग रहा हूँ, and now the fight is between 150 and 200। तो ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट ने हमारे दिमाग में डाल दिया मैं आपको डोमिनियन स्टेटस दूंगा, लेकिन 1919 के बाद वो मुकर गए, एंड दैट इज व्हाई इंडियंस स्टार्टेड आस्किंग फॉर डोमिनियन स्टेटस, डोमिनियन स्टेटस, डोमिनियन स्टेटस। व्हाट डिड द ब्रिटिश डू? दे अलाउड 10% ऑफ इंडियंस टू गिव वोट, यानी कि टू इलेक्ट द पॉलिटिकल रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स 10% इंडियंस वर अलाउड, जिसके लिए वी सेड ये सब चीजें हमें नहीं चलेगी, हम पर अत्याचार नहीं चलेगा, इनफ इज इनफ। All Indians are saying enough. In 1919, one more incident happened. Our Bhagat Singh, along with, I don't know if you all remember this name, Bhartiya, they went to Central Assembly Hall and they, as a mark of protest, they put a bomb there. I don't say that is the right way to do, but this of them arrested. When both of them were arrested in the jail in Lahore, they found a third companion, a very young boy called Jatin Das. Jatin Das was from Calcutta. I hope all of you have learned this in history. And all the three went for a continuous hunger strike. For 63 days, they remained in hunger, asking the British government कि आपने जो वादा किया था वो हमको दे दो. In the jail, three of them went for the hunger strike. After 63 days, the young Jatin Das died. When he died, it was the wife of Bhartiya, Durga Ma, we used to call her. She brought the dead body from Lahore to Calcutta. And the train passed through all the stations across India. Lahore is in this side of the India and Calcutta is on this side. And the train passed through. It took 3 days for Durga to carry the body of Jatin Das from Lahore to Calcutta. And while the train passed, at every station, big mobs came. And they saw the body of Jatin Das and they told the British government, enough, bahut ho chuka abhi, enough is enough. And every station the train stopped, big crowds came, and again people started uprising saying that British government ko enough, abhi humko dominion status de do. एक हुआ जलियांवाला बाग, दूसरा हुआ jail to Bhagat Singh and Bhartiya Datta, तीसरा हुआ 63 day strike, चौथा हुआ death of Jatin Das. People were uprising. फिर British government ने बोला कुछ तो करना चाहिए. So they said we will reframe your constitution. इसलिए in order to reframe the constitution, they established a commission. They said ये commission इंडिया में आएगा. उस commission का नाम था Simon Commission. बोला Simon Commission आएगा and that commission, the committee of people are going to rethink कि Indians को क्या देना चाहिए. Indians thought ये commission हमारी आजादी के बारे में सोचेगा, but इसके अंदर एक भी Indian नहीं है. No Indian in that committee. That is why all Indians went there, and in Lahore they protested, said that Simon, go back. Simon, वापस चले जाओ. Simon, go back. Enough is enough. उसमें लाला लाजपत राय हमारे लीडर का he was लाठी charged and he lost his life. When Lala Lajpat Rai died in protest, again Indians said enough is enough. One more leader has died. जब ऐसा कंटिन्यूस अत्याचार होते गए, बहुत सारा लाइफ्स लेट डाउन होते गए, इंडियंस वांटेड दैट अभी डोमिनियन स्टेटस नहीं चाहिए. दैट इज व्हाई ऑन 31st of December 1929, for the first time in Indian history, in 31st December 1929, Indian decided अभी हमें डोमिनियन स्टेटस नहीं चाहिए, enough is enough. अभी हमको टोटल फ्रीडम चाहिए, पूर्ण स्वराज चाहिए. Not only that, they also decided कि कौन से तारीख को हम लेंगे. On 31st December they decided कि आज से 26 दिन बाद 26 जनवरी को we are going to decide पूर्ण स्वराज कि 1930 26 जनवरी को हम पूर्ण स्वराज ले लेंगे. ऐसा डिसीजन इंडियन नेशनल कांग्रेस ने लिया था और जवाहरलाल नेहरू ने अनाउंस कर दिया था. मतलब पहली बार इन 1929 की गवर्नमेंट को बोलना इनफ इज इनफ, अभी हमको पूर्ण स्वराज चाहिए. That is why, mind you, 1947 में जब इंडिपेंडेंस हुआ, वो तारीख हमारे हाथ में नहीं था. The 1947, when we got independence, that date was to be decided by the British government. First, they decided that we'll give the freedom in June. Then there was some other problem, and they said July. And आखिर में, they gave us freedom on 15th of August, and they gave our sister country, Pakistan, freedom on 14th August. ये 15 अगस्त का तारीख हमारे हाथ में नहीं था. Independence Day date fixed as 15 August was not in the hands of Indians. The British Raj decided हमें कब freedom मिलेगा. तो जब फ्रीडम दिया, हमारे पास कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन नहीं था. दैट इज व्हाई द इंडियन लीडर्स डिसाइडेड कि ये फ्रीडम तो हमारे तारीख के हिसाब से नहीं मिला. लेकिन हमने आज से 17 साल पहले, 17 years ago, हमने डिसाइड किया था कि हम टोटल फ्रीडम 26 जनवरी को लेंगे. दैट इज व्हाई दे अपॉइंटेड अ कमिटी अंडर द लीडरशिप ऑफ बाबा साहेब अम्बेडकर साहब. They said Baba Saheb Ambedkar Sahab is going to draft the Constitution of India. He drafted the commission, the Constitution in 2 years. It took almost 2 years or 3 years. Then in 1950, on the chosen day, 26 January ko, India got its Constitution. To tell you the truth, 75% of the Constitution is the same Constitution that was given to Indians in 1919. सिर्फ 25% बदलाव लाया है. वही कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन है जो ब्रिटिश शासन से चल रहा था. एग्जैक्टली वही है. बट डेट जिस दिन हमें रिपब्लिक डे मिला, दैट डेट वाज डिसाइडेड बाय इंडियंस 17 years ago. इस दिन वी विल टेक टोटल फ्रीडम, हम पूर्ण स्वराज लेंगे. इसीलिए 1947 में हमें इंडिपेंडेंस तो मिला, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. दैट इज व्हाई ऑन 26 January 1950, on the chosen day, Indians said, now we have the constitution, we are a republic country. इसका मतलब we can now elect our government. 100% Indians can elect our government. लेकिन आज भी हम वोट देने नहीं जाते हैं. आज भी हम जिसके लिए हमने लड़ाई की थी कि we want to elect our government, आज वही चीज we don't do. I'm talking to the future citizens of India, you kids. हो सकते हैं कि आपके घर पे जो एल्डर्स हैं वो आज वोट देने नहीं जा रहे हैं, अपना गवर्नमेंट सेलेक्ट करने नहीं जा रहे हैं. जिसके लिए हमारे इतने सारे लीडर्स ने लड़े थे, उसी राइट के लिए लड़े थे, आज राइट को हम इस्तेमाल नहीं कर रहे हैं. Time to tell our parents, time to tell our elders, time to tell our seniors who are about 18 years, go and use the right. So जब तब हम बोले थे enough, आज हमें बोलना है नॉट इनफ. आजादी तो मिला है, नॉट इनफ. हमें घर से निकलना है, वोट देना है. एंड व्हेन टुमारो यू बिकम एलिजिबल टू elect a government, you should go and exercise your franchise, your adult rights. Second time, let me tell you one more. The other day I was in the West and I was having chai. Evenings I love to have chai, so a lot of chai stalls. And this time I said, मुझे कुल्हड़ में चाय दो. That guy gave me the chai in कुल्हड़. I had it. Nowadays थोड़ा ठंडी चल रहा है. And I saw people around me were wearing sweaters. Some I don't normally feel cold, so some were wearing 2 and 3 and sweaters and mufflers. And मैं चाय पी रहा था शाम को. And as I threw my kullad in the side, there came a boy who came running, picked up the kullad. And from that little tea, he was trying to, have. अगर आजादी मिली है, रिपब्लिक मिली है, time to say, जब तक ये not enough, वो आजादी is not enough. जब तक ये बच्चा कुल्हड़ में चाय पी रहा है, फेंके हुए कुल्हड़ से पी रहा है, it is not freedom, not enough. जब तक घर का हर एडल्ट है वोट देने नहीं दे रहा है, freedom is not enough. Some days back I was in Mira Road and I went to a KFC. I ordered some smoked chicken. At the end of the meal, I found that chicken is more and 2 small pieces. I said I normally don't waste food. I'll carry it back home. The moment I came out of the restaurant, there was this group of 3 or 4 kids who came jumping and they actually tried to snatch that packet of chicken from my hand. Believe me, I knew that there were only 2 pieces in my box and there were more than 4 kids who were trying to jump. I just told them, wait. I had to decide not to give the chicken piece, but to help them in some other way. I'm not trying to say what I did, but what I'm going to say is, जब तक इंडिया के छोटे बच्चे, 7 साल के बच्चे, 10 साल के बच्चे, who have to go to school, if they are there waiting at 10 o'clock outside a restaurant, waiting for food, or at 10 o'clock waiting outside to have the remaining tea from a kullad, our azadi is not enough. जब तक सिग्नल में बच्चा आज भी 26 जनवरी का फ्लैग बेच रहा है ताकि उसको एक मील मिले, not enough. Some days back, I was in an institution in Gujarat, and years ago, I was one of the guests. मेरे बाजू में the chief guest of the day was another gentleman. As I was speaking to him, I was a guest of honor, and he was a chief guest. उन्होंने मुझे अपना visiting card दिया. And I saw the visiting card that he's a minister. And below that is written, पहला नाम लिखा था उसका, and it said Minister of Dash. I will not name what it is. He said Minister of Dash, Government of Tibet in exile. Government of Tibet in exile, and नीचे लिखा था operating from Dharamshala. Of course, when I went back last 2 years back with my family, Dharamshala, and I was watching, there I saw, these people operate from here. And then that fellow, the minister, was talking to me about his ministry. And I found that government of Tibet तो है, but Tibet का land उनके पास नहीं है. Tibet China के पास है. They have a capital called Lhasa, but वो land उनके पास नहीं है. वो लोग इंडिया में हैं. Indian government ने शरण दिया है. And he said कि Prime Minister of China इंडिया में आने वाला है, and our students are going to protest that day before the Prime Minister of China. And I said, ये थोड़ा अलग नहीं होगा. We have a guest from China in India. Our Prime Minister is trying to mend the ways out, and हम लोग protest करेंगे. क्या एक insult नहीं होगा एक guest का इंडिया में? I don't think you should do it. ऐसा मैंने उनको बताया. So he said, let us talk to the students after the show. I will convey your message. शो के बाद और प्रोग्राम के बाद वो बच्चे जो तिब्बत के थे, जो इंडिया में पढ़ रहे हैं, वो इकट्ठा हो गए और मिनिस्टर साहब ने उनके बोला कि मेरे गेस्ट ऑफ ऑनर, मेरे दोस्त जो डॉक्टर स्टैनी है, दैट टाइम नॉट डॉक्टर स्टैनी, पिंटो है, उन्होंने बताया कि हमें प्रोटेस्ट नहीं करना चाहिए. आपका विचार क्या है? दे वर यंग यूनिवर्सिटी स्टूडेंट्स. दे सेड, सर, इंडियन गवर्नमेंट चाहे तो हमें अरेस्ट कर सकता है, हमें जेल में भेज सकता है, बट हम प्रोटेस्ट करेंगे. बिकॉज अगर हम प्रोटेस्ट नहीं करेंगे, हमारा कंट्री टिबेट है, ये याद से निकल जाएगा, एंड वी विल नेवर गेट टिबेट, वी विल नेवर गेट लासा. हमें लासा चाहिए. इसलिए जहां जहां हो सके हम प्रोटेस्ट करेंगे जरूर. थिंक ऑफ द पेट्रियटिज्म ऑफ दिस पीपल हु आर लिविंग इन इंडिया, बट उनका हार्ट है वहां टिबेट में. उनके पास जमीन नहीं है, उनके पास लासा कैपिटल नहीं है, यहां से मिनिस्ट्री है, बट जगह नहीं है. But we Indians, we have got our country. We have got our motherland, which we got after so much of struggle, so many martyrs. कितने लोगों ने जान दे दी है. लेकिन आज हम उस फ्रीडम को मिसयूज करते हैं. One more example I'll give you of Israel. इजराइल लोगों के पास अपना देश 2000 साल तक नहीं था. These Jews, Yehudis, were living in Germany, India, and other parts of the world. They didn't have Israel with them. Israel बहुत छोटा सा है, दिल्ली का इतना ही बड़ा नहीं है. If you look at the map, and the population of Israel is not half of Delhi. And the people of Israel were living 2000 years throughout the world. They didn't have their own country with them, but they had a constitution. और आप देखोगे, every event, कोई भी हो, every day, कोई भी शादी भी हो इजरायली का, किधर भी हो, they would always have the function. The blessing would be, अगला शादी, अगला एनिवर्सरी मैं जेरूसलम में बनाऊंगा. Any event in the life of an Israeli, they would say, next year we'll celebrate this in Jerusalem. ऐसा उनने 2000 साल बोला. कितनी पीढ़ी, कितने जनरेशन हुए होंगे? Each generation 30 to 40 years. मतलब 300 generation might have passed. But that fervor of their own country remained. And my dear students, आखिर में इजरायली ने अपना कंट्री लिया. आज भी उतना जितना पेट्रियटिज्म इजरायली का होता है, उतना I don't think anybody in the world can have. They are the leading manufacturers of technology. इतना ही है, they don't put that tag कि जैसा इजरायली प्राइम मिनिस्टर बोलता है, वी जस्ट डोंट पुट अ मेड इन इजराइल। अगर हम बोलने लगेंगे कि मेड इन इजराइल, शायद हर प्रोडक्ट इन द वर्ल्ड विल से इजराइल इनसाइड दिस, इजराइल इनसाइड बोल के हर प्रोडक्ट में आ जाएगा। दैट इज द काइंड ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी इजराइल हैज डेवलप्ड। आज भी नो वन कैन अटैक इजराइल। अगर इफ यू अटैक, थिंक ऑफ अटैकिंग इजराइल, पीछे पड़ जाएंगे, छोड़ेंगे नहीं। Every Israeli man has to serve the country in his lifetime. 8 से 9 महीना बॉर्डर में सर्विस करना पड़ता है। I know one of the principals of a school in Israel. He says, 5 to 6 months I'm managing my school. Also manage my school. तुम क्या करते हो? Mr. I'm also in charge of particular border of Israel. I take care of border of Israel. That is the kind of, हमारे पास तो अपनी सेना है, हमें सोचना नहीं है कि बॉर्डर कौन देखता है। इसीलिए we misuse our freedom. It's time to say, not enough, we have to do our bit. It is not about Bhagat Singh laying his life. It's not about Bhagat Singh throwing a bomb. It is not about Lala Lajpat Rai living, having his, taking Lati and dying for our country. It is we now to say, not enough. Just like Tibetis do not have a land, Israelis did not have the land, but they kept this power on. वैसे ही we Indians, we have our land, but the fervor is not there. On this Republic Day, let us all resolve unitedly together and says and tell, not enough. Independence के बाद, the government said, not enough. We require a constitution. We require republic. अब republic तो हो गया है, but it's time for all us students to say, not enough. हमें वोट देना है, हमें भारत को ऊपर लाना है. I will end my speech by a small, one more true story from Gujarat. गुजरात में एक राजा हुआ करता था. Whose character was a little problematic, and he had a prime minister who was very good, was managing the country. राजा अपना मजा करता था. He used to, enjoy his days, nights, evenings. He used to enjoy. The country was managed by, the princely state was managed by the prime minister. Prime minister का नाम नहीं था, हर जगह पर राजा का नाम था. The prime minister was jealous. काम तो मैं कर रहा हूं, अच्छा तो मैं हूं, सब कुछ तो मैं मैनेज कर रहा हूं, लेकिन राजा who does not have a character, राजा who is just, whiling away his time, उसका नाम ज्यादा है. राजा तो राजा है. So he was jealous, and he's jealous due to so much extent. What he did is, उस टाइम मोहम्मद गजनी बोल के एक रूलर, एक मुगल रूलर अटैक करता था, गजनी. This fellow contacted Muhammad Ghazni and said, आ जाओ, हमारे कंट्री पर अटैक करो. He invited the Muhammad Ghazni to attack that princely state of Gujarat. ये हिस्ट्री में है. Muhammad Ghazni, on the invitation of the prime minister, attacked that country. The moment he attacked, राजा ने सब कुछ छोड़ दिया, अपना तलवार लिया. He got gun on the war and he fought for एकदम deadly. In 3 days' time, the Raja was killed. The prime minister ran away. उसको वो मोहम्मद गजनी टीम ने पकड़ के रखा, एक तबेले में बंद रखा, और उन्होंने पूरा गुजरात को लूट लिया. इतिहास गवाह है, उन्होंने लूट लिया और जाते जाते वो प्राइम मिनिस्टर को भी मार दिया. एंड द प्राइम मिनिस्टर डाइड विदाउट एनी स्ट्रगल. बट द राजा प्रूव्ड कि नेशनल कैरेक्टर फॉर हिम इज अबव पर्सनल कैरेक्टर. आखिर में वो राजा पर्सनल कैरेक्टर को बाजू में रखते हुए नेशनल कैरेक्टर अपराइड किया और उतर गया और अपने देश को डिफेंड करने में तलवार लेके उतरा. एंड ही लेड डाउन हिज लाइफ. वैसे ही व्हाई आई एम सेइंग दिस स्टोरी, when we elect our national representatives, we look at their personal character. इसलिए हम वोट देने नहीं जाते हैं. But remember, when it comes to our country, most of our leaders उतर जाएंगे और देश के लिए छोड़ेंगे नहीं. उनका नेशनल कैरेक्टर आज भी जिंदा है. It is above their personal character. Let us all resolve. Either हम लीडर बनेंगे, नहीं तो हम राइटफुल लीडर हम इलेक्ट करेंगे और भारत को हम रियल टोटल फ्रीडम दिलाएंगे. Because even republic is not enough. Not enough. Not enough. With this, let me end my greetings again by wishing all of you a very happy Republic Day and wishing कि आपका लाइफ फिर नॉर्मल से में आ जाए. गवर्नमेंट ऑफ Maharashtra has declared कि 24 तारीख गए हुए 24 तारीख से KG to 12 स्टैंडर्ड वापस स्कूल आ सकता है, सब्जेक्ट टू लोकल एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन का रूल परमिशन। लेकिन कलेक्टर ऑफ पालघर मानिक रुसल साहब ने फिर सर्कुलर निकाला कि पालघर में आज भी कोविड है, इसीलिए उन्होंने परमिशन नहीं दिया। उन्होंने बोला 27 तारीख के बाद 8 to 12 आ सकता है, डिपेंडिंग ऑन द डिफरेंट कॉर्पोरेशन। VVCMC का भी आना बाकी है सर्कुलर। ओवर टू मार्गरेट मिस हु इज गोइंग टू मेक द अनाउंसमेंट्स टू यू कि कब क्या होगा, कब खुलेगा स्कूल, कैसा खुलेगा। एंड मार्गरेट मिस, congratulations again for the beautiful show. Proud of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for that words of motivation, and thanks for the firebrand speech. As I said in before for your introduction, that your words always enlightens us with the new philosophy of life. And here in these words, in your speech, you have instilled that patriotic fervor in our SKCNs. My dear SKCNs, जैसे कि सर ने कहा है, आप फ्यूचर हो इंडिया का। तो ये एक एंडिंग नहीं है, एक नया बिगनिंग सर ने बताया हमको, एक नई दिशा दी है। He's given us the new way forward, और आपके ऊपर अभी ये रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है, डियर SKCNs. Now the responsibility lies on your shoulder, that how to find out the true meaning of that word republic. रिपब्लिक का मीनिंग हमने गूगल में देखा है, बुक्स में देखा है, लेकिन आज जो हमने सर ने हमको बताया है अलग अलग स्टोरीज के थ्रू, तो ये वाला रिपब्लिक हमको आगे से जीना है। सर, वी प्रॉमिस यू ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ ऑल द SKCNs that what we have learned from you today, we'll try to put it into practice in our real life. Thank you so much, sir.